Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Today the topic of our discussion is all about water pollution. What water pollution is actually, it's the contamination of water bodies, which include either the lakes, rivers, oceans and groundwater. Mostly when pollutants are discharged directly or indirectly into the water bodies without adequate treatment to remove harmful compounds, it causes water pollution. There are certain or causes of water pollution, that are industrial effluents, domestic effluents and agriculture effluents. Firstly, we start and go through the words industrial effluents. Industrial effluents are actually the waste which include either the toxic organic chemicals, inorganic salts, heavy metals, mineral acids, oil and greases into the water, or they are discharged directly into open air, through which the water seeps into the soil. So firstly, the fact of industrial waste or industrial effluents are that it destroys the quality of water is not fit for drinking. They reduce the quantity of dissolved oxygen, which should be round about 4 to 8 ppm, but after affecting it with industrial effluents, the amount of dissolved oxygen reduces from 4 parts per million, which indicates that water is polluted. Thirdly, we just go for that the groundwater, when industrial effluent seeps down, it basically affected the groundwater which is present in the form of wells, and that contaminate the water deposited, due to which human when use this human use this polluted water, it causes serious diseases like gastro, cancer and so on. And the heavy metals are also one of the important major causes, because it contains heavy metals, and that heavy metals may be either cadmium, lead or mercury, which are respectively causing either the high blood pressures, kidney damaging and the destruction of red blood cells. Lead is actually very poisonous effect, because its extreme or acute poisoning will causes disaffection of major organs of human body like kidneys, liver, brain, central nervous system and reproductive system. Mercury poisoning is causing the neurological damages. It damages the nerve impulses, damages the nerve transport system, and it is very disaster. Instead of having industrial effluent, we are having another waste which are directly driven out from the domestic level, that is detergents. Detergents are non-biodegradable and they cannot be decomposed by microorganisms, so they stay for a longer time in water and they causes a process eutrophication. One of the disadvantages is that it is staying for the longer time and it causes the phenomena of eutrophication. Over here we are having the two different example. One example is that of the branch structure is having the example of non-biodegradable, the one which is having a linear structure, which is alkyl benzene sulfonate. It is a biodegradable detergents. So detergents is having advantages as well, because they are working equally in hard water and they could give a good cleaning action in acidic medium as well. But instead of having advantages, it has so many disadvantages as well. One of the most important disadvantages is the non-biodegradable behavior of detergents. Normally causes the phenomena of eutrophication, in which the phosphate salts present in the detergent causes rapid growth of algae. That algae float towards the surface and block the sunlight, through which when these plants die and decay, they are basically requiring oxygen for this purpose, and that oxygen is taken out from the dissolved oxygen which is present in the water, and thus the amount of the dissolved oxygen reduces to less than 4 ppm, and this will basically depletion of oxygen result in the suffocation and the death of aquatic life. So domestic savages are basically included the garbages, cans, bottles, chemical soaps, washing soda and different diseases causing microbes. All these substances added to the water and causes water pollution. Instead of having domestic effluents, we are having the third major cause of it, that is the agriculture effluents. Agriculture effluents is basically due to the presence of fertilizers and pesticides. As you know that we are using the fertilizers to fulfill the amount of nitrogen and phosphorus in the soil to increase the fertility of the soil, but pesticides may directly kill or control the growth of pests, and we are using the pesticides in the form of weedicide, herbicide, insecticide, fungicide, and virucide. These are they are responsible for damaged crops and transmit diseases both to the human beings and animals. So their effect is that they can either affect the groundwater. Intensive cultivation of crops causes these chemicals from fertilizers and pesticides to seep down and causes a leaching process. The nitrates and the phosphates that are present in water causes eutrophication process. Another is the run of water. Water from nearby water body in nearby river and lakes to water bodies and contaminate that water tables. Now, what are the effects of water pollution in human health and in the environment? It is very harmful for human health because normally drinking such a polluted water, they are causing cholera, typhoid, diarrhea, gastro problems, and even lead to cancer. The use of polluted water is not devastating for people but also for animals and birds. It causes the phenomenon of eutrophication due to the presence of nitrate and phosphates. Either they are coming from detergents or they are coming from pesticides. It damaging the aquatic life, and it will destroy the food chain and disturb the whole ecosystem. And it also reduces the aesthetic quality of water, which is not fit for drinking. I hope today's lecture is very helpful for you guys. Inshallah, we will meet with a new topic. Allah Hafiz.